I suggest using the 5-to-1 rule. When buying healthier, whole grain products, look at the nutrition facts label on the package and see if the ratio of grams of carbohydrates to grams of dietary fiber is 5 or less. And you'll see a figure in the PDF. For example, let's see if 100% whole wheat Wonder Bread passes the test. Per serving, the package lists 30 grams of carbohydrates and 3 grams of fiber. 30 divided by 3 is 10. Well, 10 is more than 5, so the 100% whole wheat Wonder Bread goes back on the shelf, even though technically it's a whole grain product. Compare that to Ezekiel bread, a sprouted grain bread based on the biblical verse. It has 15 grams of carbohydrates and 3 grams of fiber, and just like that, passes the test. Apply the same 5-to-1 rule to breakfast cereals, another grocery category that can lull you into believing nearly everything is healthy. Multi-grain Cheerios, for example, sounds good, but has a ratio over 7. And then it just goes downhill from there with Frosted Cheerios and Fruity Cheerios, which have carbohydrate to fiber ratios that exceed 10. Compare that with Uncle Sam's cereal, sliding in with a ratio under 4. Others that make the cut include some no-added sugar puffed grain cereals like puffed barley, but the healthiest whole grains are the least processed, the so-called intact grains.
Alright then guys, I'm going to make Rip's Big Bowl. Rip Esselstyn, right there, who wrote the Engine 2 diet, which I think is just simply referred to as Plant Strong now. And I also got the Engine 2 7-Day Rescue Diet. I really like this one. I have a friend who was an overweight, not as healthy as he could be vegan, who specifically did that one, and he lost a lot of weight and is a lot healthier now. So the past month I've been eating whole food plant-based, and I've been basically referring to Dr. Greger, inspired by, in Forks Over Knives, that I've been inspired by. But I also like the Engine 2 stuff too, or Plant Strong. They have a product line that you can buy at Whole Foods. You can actually buy Rip's Big Bowl as a cereal at Whole Foods right now. But before he made the Engine 2 book, and it's called Engine 2 because he was a firefighter at Engine number 2, and before he made his own product line at Whole Foods, he simply mixed different cereals together. So that's what I'm going to do in this recipe, in this video for this recipe. Here's my mise en place for Rip's Big Bowl cereal. Grape-Nuts, the Kroger version of bite-sized shredded wheat, Ezekiel golden flax cereal, old-fashioned rolled oats. Now it's supposed to be Grape-Nuts OR Ezekiel cereal, and the other one is supposed to be Uncle Sam's cereal, but I couldn't find Uncle Sam's, so I'm going to use Grape-Nuts and Ezekiel. I think an alternative is to just use more of the old-fashioned rolled oats as well. And got milled flaxseed, some fruit, strawberries, blueberries, and a banana, and unsweetened vanilla almond milk. In the original Engine 2 book, he has a recipe for Rip's Big Bowl. And in the Engine 2 7-Day Rescue Diet, he actually has an outline for the bowl. He has an outline for different types of food to eat. I really like that about this one. So it is step 1, set your foundation. Step 2, top it off with fruit. Step 3, add some spark. Step 4, hose it down. So basically, I'm gonna go off of this basic recipe here, and that's just another way of looking at it in that book. So the first thing is 1/4 cup old-fashioned oats. So I got oats right here. So 1/4 cup. And just going to put it in a bowl. Next is 1/4 cup Grape-Nuts OR Ezekiel brand equivalent. So I've got Grape-Nuts here. Put that in the bowl as well. Now it says or Ezekiel cereal. I'm going to go ahead and use Ezekiel cereal. So 1/4 cup of that. And put that in the bowl. And the next thing would be 1/4 cup Uncle Sam's cereal, but I can't seem to find that locally. It is on Amazon, but I stopped by 3 places on the way home from work and I couldn't find it. So that's why I'm using the Grape-Nuts and Ezekiel instead of Grape-Nuts or Ezekiel. Now the book does mention that as an alternative, you can, instead of using one of the cereals, you can do twice as much oats. So that's another option there. 1 tablespoon ground flaxseed meal. So just do a little bit of flaxseed. 2 tablespoons raisins, a half handful of walnuts. I forgot to get that. Let me get that real quick. So just put some raisins in it. Some walnuts. 1 banana sliced. Oh yeah, that's right. The original recipe also uses kiwi and grapefruit. I'm not going to use kiwi and grapefruit. I'm going to go more off of this one when it comes to the fruit. Basically, it has a list of fruit you can use. So it's going to use bananas, or a banana. I'm going to slice it up. Strawberries, going to slice them up, and blueberries. So with the banana, just going to put slices in there. Strawberries, same thing. Probably do a couple strawberries. And blueberries, just grab like, I don't know, half a handful of those, put them in there. So next you basically just toss it all together. Guess you could probably toss the cereal, then put the fruit in there for a picture, but I guess just eating it, not documenting it wise, it probably doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and put that into a smaller bowl, and then I'll add the milk substitute. Alright, so there it is, and I'm going to add this unsweetened vanilla almond milk to it. Okay, that should be good. Maybe just a little more. Alright, so there you go. I'm going to go ahead and get a picture of it. Alright, so there it is. I'm going to go ahead and try it. That is good. Just a quick little recipe this time. I've been eating whole food plant-based for the past month, and I've basically been eating oatmeal for breakfast. Sometimes Ezekiel toast, but mostly oatmeal, and I decided that I wanted to mix things up with breakfast, so I thought about making this recipe, and I stopped by the grocery store and got the cereals on the way home, so I like it. I can see making that as an alternative to oatmeal here and there. And just wanted to mention real quick that these cereals As far as Dr. Greger's 5-to-1 ratio, I'll use this for example. You take the total carbohydrates, this is 48 grams, and you divide it by the fiber, it's 8 grams. And Dr. Greger says to try to look for things that equal 5 or less. So I think that turns out to be like 6, so a little over 5. The point is not to eat things like 10 or like way up there like 10 and stuff, to try to choose things closer to 5. But yeah, nice little healthy cereal. Of course, it's probably better to choose intact grain over a cereal product, but just a quick little alternative to oatmeal basically. So that's about it for this video. I plan on posting more videos. Thanks for watching.